Hi everyone. Good evening. It's another Thursday. It's another Thursday for everyone, and tonight there will be a special twist on our usual Big C live. Okay, so hold on. I will just fix stuff. So for everyone who's tuning in, please share this live to your friends, to your walls. Yes, so that we can all watch together and we can all join the special activity for tonight. So wait, just doing something.
Okay, let's just double
So
check. I don't see it
yes,
yet.
hold on. There, it's supposed to be there inside the app.
Okay.
There,
Oh, look at that.
it's
Okay.
there inside
So
the.
we're
Okay,
live from the app.
fancy. I love it. So we're also live inside the Vixie app. So for those who are holding onto their phones right now, all you have to do is just open the app, then go to the homepage of your app. Then you will also see us there. So there are more than one ways for you to watch us every Thursday. So first on our social media accounts on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and Instagram, and inside the app. So that's a new feature that we have that we will explain further later. So yes, wait a minute. So I'll just check on our audience. So there. Oh, hold on. I will invite you on IG. There. I've invited you. Wait, there. Please check your Instagram. There.
Hello, hello,
Hi, Miss Rosalia
hello.
on Instagram, and hi, Miss
Hi,
Rosalia on
Instagram
Streamer.
world.
Yeah. Very millennial of us. Yes, using Instagram. Hi, Patrice. Good evening. Thank you very much for making it on time. Hi. So, this Thursday, it's far from our usual Bixie Thursdays live because first, we have a very special guest, and it's none other than our CEO, Miss Rosalia Gitao. Virtual round of applause for her. Okay, virtual. It's not virtual because it's like legit clapping. So we're going to have a review, like a fun review, a fun game for tonight. It's like to brush up on our knowledge, since every Thursday we're here to learn for free about finances and everything about women. So we're going to have a recap of everything that was tackled for the past months this year 2023. So all you have to do is just brace yourself, and if you're confident enough that you've watched and learned so much from our lives, then definitely you can actively participate. So let's just wait for a few people to come in and to share our lives. So there. So my
And I just want to
friends,
confirm with anybody listening on Instagram,
yes.
Patrice, I'm looking at you. Do we have any echoes on Instagram? Is our audio okay? Are you feeling confident about our audio on Instagram? Please leave your comments. Patrice, please leave your comment.
Yes, leave your comment on Instagram if there's no echo or if there's an echo, because we prioritize the sound here on Instagram and to avoid any technical glitches and difficulties. But Jesus, there an echo? Okay, none. Perfect. I love it.
Woohoo!
So far, so good, and I hope it's like the same all throughout the live. So there. Okay, so I'm getting red. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting nervous. Okay. Out of all the talks that I've had, like ever since I joined Big C, I, this is like the day that I'm really really nervous because I'm with the CEO, just flexing and all. So there, like smiling through the nervousness. But yes, we're all here to enjoy this Thursday night, and time flies really really fast. Like just Monday, we're having several meetings, and now it's a Thursday. We're
Can
having
you
this live.
imagine? Thank goodness.
Yes.
I'm just seeing that Patrice says there's an echo now. Patrice, can
Oh,
you confirm if
no,
the echo is still there? I
there.
Is that
Patrice.
better? I see a comment. Oh, hello, Michelle Daria Salazar. Thank you for joining us via Facebook.
Wow. So that's a special shout out from our CEO. Okay. So not every time that we get a shout out from Mr. Sayo. Okay. So we have to savor the moment. Okay. But Jesus, is there an echo still? Patrice. Wait, there's an echo on IG, but a while ago there's no echo.
Good evening.
Hi everyone. So say hi to our CEO. So hi Miss Yoli Veriuco. Good evening po sa inyo and sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa Pilipinas, sa mga masusugid na mga taga-subaybay. Maraming salamat po for making Big C Thursday as your weekly habit. Okay, so there. There's still an okay. So okay. How about to those watching on Instagram, hello everyone. So you can share the live on Instagram by sending this live via DM to your friends, to your followers, and to those whom you follow. So wait, hold on. I guess it's my voice who's echoing per Patrice. So I will just mute it whenever it's not my time to talk, and I will push my phone farther away from the laptop. Okay. So I will turn down the volume there. So, okay. Hi everyone. So thank you for sending those heart reacts, those like reacts. So just like what we're customarily doing, just comment, react, engage, and we will answer all of your questions in between our Q&A and even after the live. So since this is a special night, you have to be ready with your phones. Of course, you have to be ready with the app, with the latest version of the app. You have to download it for free. You have to register for free, and you have to go to the Big C Events community, and you will see the banner. You will see this banner inside the Big C Events community, and I'm sure a lot of you are asking, quiz night, what's going to happen? Okay, so I will not beat around the bush and I will proceed to this live proper. So, hi everyone. Like what I said earlier, this is far from your usual Big C Thursday live. Why? Because we are going to have a little brush up or a review of what we have tackled for the past Thursday lives for this year. So, but this is a no-brainer really. And of course, for every correct answers that you will get, you will definitely get a prize from us, okay? So all you have to do is just, brush up on that, like recall everything that you learned from our live, like last week, last week, so on and so forth. So first of all, welcome to Big C. So for those who are new to our live, thank you very much for like watching and for tuning in. So I hope you always make us as your Thursday habit starting today. So what is Big C? Big C is a platform, particularly a app that connects women who wants to invest with the knowledge, the network, and the tools to start investing. So I cannot elaborate more because our CEO will elaborate on this further and more on the updates about the app later on. So you have to tune in. Okay. So since it's an app, all you have to do is just download it for free inside the App Store or Google Play, or it's there. Just scan the QR code for Google Play, for App Store, and just have to press install, register for free, make your account, then there. Everything is there. You can connect with the users, not only women, but even men who uses Big C, that you can share knowledge with them about finances, about investing, and likewise, definitely you can also learn from them. So there. What else? Okay. So, but Big C, like what I mentioned earlier, we are just a platform or an app that helps you connect with other people who shares the same advocacy or knowledge with you about finance and investments. However, we are not giving professional financial advice, but we just offer a platform and discussion for everyone. So, like one of our Thursday live events, like this one, we invite speakers who are expert on their fields and on finances. And should you need their advice, even after the talk, you can reach out to them via the Big C community. So it's via the app. You can talk to them and interact with them, of course, for free. And they will also answer eventually. So again, all you have to do is just download the app for free. And it's not bad to always leave a review after you download the app, right? So leave your 5-star review about the app in App Store and or on Google Play. So again, I would like to say hi to okay, so Miss Michelle Daria Salazar mentioned that she tried watching on her Bixi app. Wala po pala comment section. Yes, Miss Miss Michelle Salazar, thank you very much for trying to watch as well inside the app. However, that feature that you're looking for is we are currently working on it, and we will improve it really 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 soon so that you can comment while watching inside the app. Definitely. And it's yes. So there. So yes, correct. So if you want to comment inside the app, you can always go to the community section first, then comment your answers there. So okay. Apart from this, of course, not only the app, we are also active across all over our social media channels. So all you have to do is follow us on YouTube at My Dixie, on Facebook, just type Dixie, on Instagram, just My Dixie, and even on LinkedIn, since we are professionals here, we are also present on LinkedIn if you want to connect with us and build your networks apart from the app. You can also build your networks through LinkedIn. Okay, just look for Bixie and follow us there. So there, without further ado, I will turn over the floor and the stream to our, of course, very esteemed and very beautiful Big C CEO. I mean, it's really sincere. Okay, I'm not fooling you or something. It's legit. Okay, so I'm going to turn over the floor to our very very esteemed CEO. Miss Rosalia Gitao, the CEO of Big C. So virtual round of applause, everyone.
Thank you so much. What an enthusiastic introduction, Eunice. I don't pay her for that, by the way. So she means everything. Thank you so much for this invitation to your live event. I haven't been invited to a live event in a really long time. No, but because Eunice and Vil, who are normally your hostesses with the mostesses, have spent every single Thursday inviting people who know a lot more about me or a lot more than me about money. So this year, we have had almost 10 different live events. We have spoken with experts about investing in gold, about setting financial goals, about starting businesses. We've really ran the gamut of financial knowledge in just this year. And today's live is really timely because as a businesswoman, and many of you who are watching are also, quarters are really important to us, right? Quarter one, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I don't know if anybody has recognized this, but we are done with quarter one, people. I know we all think that, oh, but the new year just started. It has not. It is the end of March and quarter one. So for all of you who have been really amazingly dedicated, Bixie community members, I want you to ask yourself, when we had our first live in the first week of January, and we asked all of you to set your goals, your financial goals for this year, I want you to ask after one quarter if you are on track, right? Because as business people, we do that. We set a goal at the beginning of the year and then we set quarterly check-ins, right? Just to make sure we're moving in furtherance of our goal. So I really think take this moment right now to really ask yourself, like, oh my gosh, a quarter of the year has gone by. Where am I vis-a-vis the goals that I have set for myself that I've either put in the Bixie app or shared in the community? If you are like most people, let's be honest, you probably haven't made much traction because you just realized it's the new year. So take this also as an opportunity to download the Bixie app. Make a real commitment to write the goals down. Don't just like, oh, I just have them in my head. No, really this time, go back into our live events, write down those goals, share what your financial goals are, then set them inside of our goal setting. And really come up with a concrete plan, and we're going to check in with you at the end of every quarter. And don't let the new year just fly by and all of a sudden it's the end of the year. I personally, my goal is to see every single woman reach her own life goals, many of which are intricately tied to money, right? So I think you really need to take this moment, be honest, be like, look, I haven't made any progress. Okay, so now is the time. I'm going to really sit down. I'm going to write down these goals. I'm going to team up, find somebody to help me. I'm going to make these goals a reality because they're absolutely within your purview to be able to realize these financial goals that you set for yourself. So all of that to say, tonight really is a culmination of your first quarter of knowledge here at Bixie. We're going to be asking, it's a pub quiz. For any of you who've been to a pub quiz, there's usually drinking involved, but tonight there's no drinking involved. We're just going to drink water. But we are going to quiz you on all of the topics that we've covered. We're going to quiz you on, on investments, on insurance, on gold, on debt practices, on best practices. We're going to quiz you based on the knowledge that our speakers have shared and that we have also shared inside of the app. Because never forget, after each Bixie Live, what does Eunice and her team do? They put recaps inside of the app, inside of community, in addition to making sure that each live event is also uploaded on the app. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I can answer all of these questions right now, don't worry. You can find all of the reference material inside of the app. You can watch the old lives. You can look at some of the recaps that our team have put together inside of the Community Circle live events. And you can try and catch up and really use this as a moment to say, okay, I've kind of slacked in Q1 of 2023 regarding my goals, but I have an opportunity here to catch up and get back on track. So I'm going to take it. So that's really why we decided. That's why I finally got an invitation to speak tonight, because I'm here to really check in with you, and I'm here to check in with myself about whether or not we're reaching our goals. And part of that check-in is really just a check-in on if you're learning. If you're learning, then we're on our way. And if you're not, it's not too late to start, right? What does every single one of our speakers, particularly our investment experts, say? Whenever somebody asks, what is the best time to start investing? Every single time, they will tell you right now. They will never say in a year. They will never say when you have this, when you have that. They always say today. Literally, this is the moment. And the reason they say that is because there's so many different options that are part of everyone's different price mark. And so they just, what they're illustrating is like, there really is no better time than the moment. And that's a moment to be maximized. So those are kind of the things that we really want to emphasize, that it's never too late. Sure, January, February, March passed you by, but you have a moment right now to take stock and take action. So download the Bixie app, share your commitments inside of our live events, join, link up with friends, link up with, community advisors, and do something in furtherance of your financial goals before the year all of a sudden just ends, because it keeps doing that to all of us. I don't know what is going on. But aside from that, call to action, true action. I also just wanted to have this opportunity to give an update. A lot of you have written to us or are part of our focus groups or are part of our projects, and you've noticed that things have been kind of changing inside of the Bixie app. And I kind of just wanted to share that, like, this is not an accident. Yes, things are changing, and things are going to take a significant change in the next month. Why? Because we listen really intently to what you want, and we think carefully about how you are all learning in the journey. And we really want to maximize the amount of information that you learn and your abilities to connect with one another to grow your knowledge and to grow your support base. So after a year of having the Bixie app to market, we wanted to take a lot of the data and information that we learned and really optimize that to make your experience better. So in the next few weeks, you're going to start seeing new features, a lot more true gamification, where you're going to see more of like this type of knowledge, but gamified. And so that's really exciting, because that's one of the best performing features on the app that we have so far. So many of you really do want to expand your knowledge, and you use the quick games that we have as a means of doing that. We're also going to have a totally new look and feel. We're very fortunate to have acquired a fantastic designer, a female designer, who is a pro at financial technology applications and in gamification. And like, you won't even recognize us anymore. We're going to have such a serious glow up for 2023. So we've heard your comments. We know that, we weren't looking our best, and we're going to be looking so good and so amazing in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that, our new look. And the third thing that really is going to be a huge push for us is we want to have Community 3.0, right? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our speakers this quarter have been phenomenal. You guys have had a congresswoman, you've had a Miss World, you've had next week, you're about to have a professional golfer. You're having like people whose, Instagram and Facebook followings are in the hundreds of thousands, if not the millions. These are women who build businesses. These are women who started everything from scratch. So why are we doing this? Because Community 3.0 for us really means providing you access to the most amazing women that we all collectively know so that they can help illustrate and show you that a path to financial security and safety is attainable. And by the way, none of the women that we're inviting have inherited their money. They're all women who had to build and build and build, right? And so they're here to share these lessons so that you don't have to learn all of the mistakes that so many of them made, including myself. We provide you with access to women who have built their futures and their finances from scratch. And they are imparting lessons so that you can learn how they did it and also some pitfalls that you can avoid. And Community 3.0 is really focusing so much more on bringing you just like amazing people that will inspire you and that will teach you. And to really focus on building our community more. So if you please spend more time in the app, because you will start noticing Eunice and the community engagement team are putting things there. Like they're putting information, they're putting data, they're putting polls, they're putting so much of the big questions like, I don't know what to do. Well, go there and ask, because you actually have people who know what they're doing who can help guide you therein. So Community 3.0 is really important for us, and you're going to see a lot more of that. So new features, new look, new community, that's what's coming up in Q2 of 2023. And our dev team, shout out to the dev team who are watching tonight's live. They have been truly working assiduously without sleep to make sure that they meet their marks, they meet their deadlines. So really stay tuned. You're going to see a significant change in the next few weeks, and Eunice and our marketing team will be announcing that to everybody. So download the Bixi app and be the first ones to be notified of all of these changes, because they're going to be pretty vast. And we also, of course, want to have your feedback about some of these changes. Another thing, so that's the update on Bixi. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was we're ending March. March is International Women's Month, right? Remember at the beginning of the month, I said, we're not going to call it International Women's Day. We're going to call it International Women's Month because we deserve a whole month. Why do we deserve a whole month? The reasons are endless. But we deserve a month, and we have to ask ourselves, the theme of this month was embrace equity. What does that mean? And what did that mean for us as a community? And what did that mean for us as a company? So us as a community, equity means to put people on a level playing field. Some people need more help, some people need less help, but it's about putting people on a level playing field. And the call to embrace it is part. Embracing equity, it kind of implies that a lot of people still aren't embracing this notion that women, by the mere fact of us being women, are not on a level playing field to men. So it's a call to action of sorts. It's saying that we haven't achieved this equity yet. And I know a lot of you already know that, living your day-to-day lives. At Bixi, our mission is to ensure that you know your worth and you grow your worth, because we want to reach that equity with you. So I just want to kind of take stock of that as a community. How do you think we are doing collectively to not only embrace equity, but reach equity? And as a company, as you know, our entire mission is to create equity, financial equity for men and women. And are we meeting the mark there? And I'd love your comments inside of the app, or feel free to comment in the thread. What can we do better as a community, and what can we do better as a company to really embrace equity and reach equity, financial equity for men and women in our lifetime. Because I think so many of your suggestions, not so many, all of your suggestions end up as either features in the app or content inside of the app. So I'd really love to know what we can do better to ensure financial equity between men and women. So that's the other call to action before the month is over. And now I want to open the floor to any questions that anybody has, any questions in the world that anybody has, anybody wants to ask. I'm happy to answer any questions. Nothing is off the table. I'm just looking at some of the comments coming through. Thank you so much for watching.
So I will also check on Instagram. So for those on Instagram, watching on Instagram, just feel free to type in questions about Bixi or questions to our CEO, because it's not every Thursday that we get to have a time with our CEO, right? I mean, this is a privilege, okay? So just type in your questions and we will answer it right now. But while waiting for you to type in your questions, I have a question for you, Miss Rosalia. So but this is not like a Miss Universe question or something. Like it's just a normal question. So since we are almost through with the first quarter of the year 2023, so for the past month, were there any major financial decision that you made that you were happy and you were like, it's worth it. Good thing that I made this choice.
Absolutely. I finally bought life insurance. And I am going to be the first to admit, yes, everyone's looking over at me. I didn't have proper full life insurance. I had those like small insurance plans that come with credit cards, but I didn't have an actual life insurance policy. And why is this a problem? I have a child, people. I have an actual 1.5-year-old child. And let me tell you why I didn't have an insurance policy, because obviously I work at Bixi. I'm like, that's the second you have a child, you need to go and get one. And by the way, there's so many different types, there's cheap, whatever. So the reason I didn't was because first you have to do a ton of research, which by the way, for the Filipinas on who are watching this, you don't, we've sorted it all out. It's all on the Bixi app. So you're fine. But I'm not able to acquire Filipino insurance. So I need to do research, price comparison, all this stuff that creates so much friction when you're trying to have a job and have a child and do the things, that it took 1.5 years to do something that I knew was imperative that I get done. So that was a big financial decision. I'm so glad I made it. It took a long time. It took too long, but it's never too late, right? So I think that's the key. Even myself, I know better. It took me 1.5 years to do something I knew that I had to get done. So it is really, 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 really important that you take that lesson and say, okay, maybe I didn't do what I had to do ASAP. It doesn't mean it's too late. You can get it done. But don't do it alone. Reach out to the community, reach out to our community engagement managers like Eunice and say, hey, I kind of need help. Can you point me in a direction? And we're really happy to, because we all personally understand the challenges. And because of this, we actually put a challenge to our own team last week, where every single person on team had to go and make an investment within 1 week. Because obviously it was to help figure out what are the pain points to this journey, but B, because it is really important. Investment isn't something that you just do once and then walk away. No, and investments evolve with you as your life changes, right? I didn't need life insurance before I had a kid. Then I had a kid, so then I do, right? You don't need generally, you don't need home insurance until you buy a home. Always, it's a journey. It's an investment journey. It's not just, I do this thing and then I'm done. No, it's you constantly have to keep doing more, which I know sounds exhausting, but doing it with other people and being really clear about your path and your goals, which we help with, that's how you can make sure that your finances are evolving with your life and your lifestyle. So I think that's something really key. And so our call to action for the team was really about just reminding everybody, like, don't just sit on your laurels, guys. Like every quarter, you should be thinking about what's my next investment? What's my next investment? I just saw a question. What were your considerations? You know what, Mars? I am going to share you. We are going to share as our recap. I am going to share with you the life insurance research summary that I had to come up with to figure out what parts were most important. But to answer your question, basically, life insurance, as I understand it, is broken down into two types. There's either term life insurance or permanent. Term covers a particular period of your life. So 20 years. So for example, like I'm going to buy insurance for the next 20 years of my life. And it's a lot cheaper because it's for a particular term. So it's really so it's like, it's kind of one of those things that can be very, very cheap per month. And when I say cheap, in the $20, $40, even less than that, $5, $10, depending on the product, right? So, and then the other one is called permanent. This covers you for your whole life. So that's if something happens to you in 5 years, 10 years, 80 years, it's covered for your whole life. It is a lot more expensive, but there's two types in the permanent. One is called indexed and one is called whole life policies. And basically these policies kind of invest on your behalf. So the amount of your, the amount that it acts as an investment instrument, not just an insurance instrument, a straight insurance instrument. So that's the big difference. But I think for most, just like I need to buy life insurance because I just had a baby, it's probably going to look more like term insurance because it's cheap, it's easy. For those who are thinking a bit more strategically and long term, then you want to go into permanent. But one does not negate the other. So right now I'm going to start with term, but maybe in 10 years, I'll be like, oh, I want permanent also as like an investment vehicle. So we'll share that recap as well inside of the Bixi app, Mars.
Okay, so thank you very much for that question, for answering my question, and for your question, Miss Mars. However, I would like once again to make a disclaimer that although we are a financial platform or an app that allows women to connect with each other, again, we do not provide or rather give professional financial advice. So whatever Mr. Salya mentioned a while ago, like what were her considerations in selecting her life insurance product, it all depends on her personal circumstance or yeah. So there. So it's not
Absolutely,
based on
yeah.
anything professional. So
Yeah.
there. So I guess we already have an idea that it's never too late to get financially secured. We can start as early as now, and I'm a bit surprised with that you just got your life insurance just now, but it's okay. I mean, definitely no judgment, but I was surprised. But yes, no judgment. But no judgment.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah.
I
So
wanted to be
there.
honest with everybody
Yeah.
because everybody always, and I have so many different investment, and of all the things I was lacking, that one I was lacking, which is so dumb. But I want you to just know it's not just you. It's not just, oh, it's because I don't know. It's because this. No, it's everybody. I'm telling you, I know women who are, investment bankers with MBAs who don't have any investments. Don't think it's just you. Don't think it's just, oh, it's just me because I don't know anything. It's not true. Like there are millions of other women who are in your position who also know better, but like we're just not doing it. So just do something. I think that's the big key. Like don't think you're alone and just do something. Take a step. And it helps to connect with others to take that step. That's why we built the community. So I don't want to take up too much time.
Yes.
And
So
I want to make sure we get a winner from today. So
yes.
I'm going to end
Actually,
there.
we have a pending question from
Oh,
Instagram, but I guess we should like park it for a while and
no.
answer
Go
it
ahead. What's the
after. Okay,
question?
okay. So, Francine underscore Villar. So,
Okay.
how to invest when I'm still a student? Actually, Mr. Salya, from basing on the community and on our social media accounts, we've been getting a lot of questions like students who would like to
Yeah.
invest as early as now. But then again, we're not professional financial advisors. But in your perspective, or from a perspective of a financial advocate like us, so
Yeah.
what can you advise, or what can we say when students would like to invest as early as now?
Yeah. So actually, we have been getting this request a lot.
Yes.
So, in response to this request, we're actually designing some workshop material that will be debuting on the 13th of May. So, that will also make sure is available in the app. And it's intended for young investors, it's intended for people who are 18 to 25 years old. So, it's college university students and those who are like 1 to 2 years inside of their job. I remember being that age. And, obviously I didn't have a ton of disposable income by any stretch of the imagination. I worked 3 jobs in university and had to like pay my tuition and pay my rent and all of these things. But that being said, I also know that, we always somehow, I always found maybe a little extra money to go have some fun, right? We all have a little bit of extra. So kind of think about that. It's all about looking at, okay, how much money is coming in? How much do I actually have? How much do I actually need to spend? So being able to discern between necessities and like luxuries as a student. So necessities is obviously you need a roof over your head, but does it have to be the nicest apartment in the nicest neighborhood? That's, but you need a roof over your head and you need food in your stomach, right? But does the food in your stomach have to be truffles every single day, right? Like you need to really learn how to prioritize, and there will be some money left over, and it's really up to you to decide, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to go and have fun with my friends, which is totally viable, or do I want to have fun with my friends and maybe put away like 5% every month? Because it doesn't matter how small it is, and this is where the principle of compound interest comes in. Over time, because of how interest works, that small amount, when you keep adding to it, starts acquiring more and more and more and more over time. And the advantage that you have as an 18 to 25-year-old is you have time. Time is on your side. You have your working life is 22 to 65, right? You're going to have 42 years of building small, 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 bigger, bigger, bigger. I did not start anything until I was 33, 34, 35. So I already missed like 13 years that you would have had on top of me. That's 13 years of interest compounding my capital over time. So it doesn't, whatever you have that's not, the line between you being homeless and hungry, right? Ask yourself, how am I going to spend that? And then if your answer is, I literally have nothing after I pay for my rent and I pay for my food, then the next question is there a side hustle that you could do to generate a little bit more income that you can then spend on investments, right? And investments can be something like, maybe you should buy an insurance for your laptop that's super cheap. We're talking in the 100 peso range. Or insurance for your phone. Maybe that's something. Or maybe we had this fantastic, if you go into the app, you can watch this live event that we had with this amazing financial advisor, Jox Pantastico. And she gave the best strategy for investing in stocks in the Philippines. It was so like simple. It really was a huge light bulb moment for so many people in our community. But you can go there and you can look. But the key is like, if you have no money left, then you need to ask yourself, how can I generate money to start? But I will tell you, as a young person, your biggest advantage is your age. You have time that most of us didn't have. You will have, if you start in university and let's say you're 20 years old, you're going to have 13 years ahead of me than when I started.
Okay, so, whew, I learned a lot, and I was able to have a flashback of my student life. But the good thing about the students who uses our app is that as early as now, they're fully aware, like financially aware,
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
start as early as now. It's just that maybe there's some lacking opportunities or like avenue for them to like start investing. But we're here at Big C to provide the platform and eventually educate you. So let's go to the meat of this event tonight. Okay, so we are going to have a pop quiz night. So again, like what I mentioned earlier, for the pop quiz night, all you have to do is download the app for free, register, then go to the Big C Live Events community, and you will see this post. Then you will just comment all of your answers to all of the questions with the in the fastest way and in the most correct and accurate way. So of course, we will have our top 3 winners. So for our top 3 winners, so those top 3 winners must have the most correct number of answers. Then second, oh sorry, I'm on Instagram. Then second, what else? Yes, most accurate answer. Second is the one who can answer with the most number of correct answers in the shortest amount of time. So once you see this post inside the Big C community live events, just comment all of your answers as soon as we finish with the pop quiz. So what are you waiting for, guys? You have to get your phone, download the app, go to the community, be ready with your keyboard warrior skills. Okay? Okay. So
Keyboard.
keyboard warrior skills. You know, I know the people in the Philippines are very, very keyboard warriors, if you know what I mean. If in case you know, you know. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so I will just share my slide first. Okay, wait. Woo! I am nervous. I don't know. It's me who's nervous. So weird. Okay, wait. I will fix the slide. Okay. The, if you're wondering, the other questions here are just about the past Dixie Thursday lives that we had. So, okay, here. Tan, tan. So, of course, Big C, know your worth and grow your worth, guys. So, our mission, of course, is to empower women to know our worth and grow our worth. So, for the first question, this is very easy, guys. Beginners, no brainer. What was the title of the live event last March 8th? So, Mr. Salya, if you were to give a clue, what clues will you give to our viewers? Yes, to our viewers who would like to get the correct answer. What was the title of the event last March 8th? Like,
This
just
past
one
part.
clue. Yes.
Well, I mean, March 8th is a really
Yes.
important day for all of
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. So that's the clue. It's there. So is it A, babae ka? B, you are gold? Or C, what matters most? Well, as a woman, I think I'm gold. So I guess it's you are gold. But actually, all of the answers here are like very, very apt for women. But there's one answer that's really, really correct. And so, are you done? So just prepare your answers so that when you comment them, you will comment all of your answers in like one bubble inside the app. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Ooh, what is insurance and why is insurance important? So the choices here are like, it seems all correct, okay, but there's one best and correct answer among the 3 choices. So A, an insurance is a promise or guarantee of compensation for loss, damage, death, etc. upon the payment of a premium. It is important because unexpected things such as accidents, sickness, job loss, etc. happen, and insurance provides a coverage or a safety net for these occurrences. So that's choice A. For choice B, what is insurance? Insurance is a salary you get from your employer. It is important because it will give you a payout when a loss, accident, disability, or death happens. So that's question B. So question C, choice C. What is insurance? Insurance is a fund lent to you by a bank. And why is it important? It's important because it gives your property and accounts safe in case of acts of God. So honestly, if I don't know insurance that much, I will really, really, really be confused with the questions given to me because it's all part of insurance and it sounds all correct. So you really have to dissect, like eliminate something, like right versus right or something, Like you have to choose among the choices what definition encapsulates everything about insurance. So there. So are you done? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's proceed to the next question. So, third question. We posted 4 saving tips for young professionals. So if you're like keeping track of our social media accounts, we posted these. So what are these 4 saving tips for young professionals like me? I'm a feeling young professional, but I'm not really that
I
young.
mean,
Anyway,
barely,
so
barely anymore, Eunice.
I have to face reality. Oh my gosh, okay. So first, get an insurance. Don't buy real estate, buy gold. So that's choice A. For letter B or choice B, you have to get an insurance, build your emergency fund, practice self control, and track your spending. So that's for choice B. For choice C or for letter C, you have to build your emergency fund, practice self control, and invest in precious stones. I think I like the last part of choice C, invest in precious stones. There. So, all you have to do is just think. You have to read the questions again and again and again for you to realize what's the correct answer. Then, if you're done, you have to encode or type in the best answer for you. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's proceed to the fourth question. So for the fourth question, in financial goal setting, because actually one of our speakers for the last few months was a life coach. So that life coach taught us how to start with our goals at the start of the year and how to be consistent with it and how to eventually finish it successfully. So
And
in
also, just to
financial,
note, we also had
yes,
we posted some tips. So we published a blog, and Eunice and her team shared that also with just some really
yes,
key tips on setting goals. So you can go look at
exactly.
that if you visit our website right now. So there's your cheat.
Yes. And to plug this the previous live event about goal setting, all you have to do is just open the app, go to the live event section. You will have all the replay of our live event. So going back to the question. So in financial goal setting, what are the most important things to consider? A, your financial goals should be big and grand, attainable, and they can happen anytime. B, your financial goals have to be specific and depend on expert opinion. Or C, your financial goals have to be specific, time bound, and attainable within your present and future resources. It's so confusing. If I were given a chance, I will answer A, B, and C, or all of the above. But among the best answers, there's the best answer. So is it A, is it B, or is it C? So there, think, and you're given 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have to proceed to the next question. Question number 5. Okay, wait. Okay. Question number 5. This is not actually a problem, but it's really prevailing. Like, it never
It's a
goes away.
challenge.
So,
It's a
yes.
problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually. So there. What is inflation? A, is inflation an increase or rise in the prices of goods and services across the economy over time and fall in the purchasing power of money? B, inflation is an increase or rise in prices of essential goods like eggs and onions, which are very, very pricey right now, and the rate will depend on the money you have in your bank account. Okay. Then C, inflation is an increase or decrease in wages or salaries that affect your purchasing power of goods and services in the market. So this question is taken from one of our lives, like last month, wherein our guest speaker, AJ Montesa, discussed what is inflation and how can we somehow manage inflation since it's there to stay. Right. So, is it A? Is it B? Or is it C? So, there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's proceed to the sixth question. Okay, so my slide is okay. Six. I panicked. Okay, so six. For the benefit of our Instagram viewers who also would like to answer, so you have to just listen to me. Okay, so six. What is one of the top strategies to beat inflation as discussed by our two speakers? So, is it A, investing in real estate? B, is it investing in dollars? Or C, investing in gold? I think I would like to make my own choice. Choice D, investing in real estate, dollars, and gold. All of the above. But of course, again, like what I'm saying for the past questions, among the best answers, there's this stellar and best answer. So, is it investing in real estate, investing in dollars, investing in gold? Okay, so think. Then just type in your answer and you're given 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's proceed to the next. Okay. So, during the live event, which was last week actually, so it's really fresh, and I'm expecting everyone to get the correct answer for this one. During the live event last week, entitled Beauty on a Budget, what were the tips mentioned by the guest speakers on investing and building your wealth? So, A, it's not too late to start saving, budgeting, and investing. You have to be honest with yourself as regards your financial status, and of course, you have to take action. So, that's choice A. For choice B, investing should happen in your 20s. And if you are in your 30s, it's too late. So, you just save in the bank. Then C, it's okay. I won't react. I might give clues or something. So there. C, you have to maximize all your credit card balance when you invest, as you will reap a good return on investment. I think this is a very obvious answer. Like for this question, there's a really obvious and correct answer. So, is it A? Is it B? Is it C? So, to give you a recap, we had this live last week. It's Beauty on a Budget, wherein we invited three speakers who is one of the known photographers, which is Nicolai Melicor, and a beauty editor of Mega Magazine, Kate Paras, and Chuchi Ledesma, a makeup artist to the stars. So apart from giving advice on how to be beautiful on a budget without breaking the bank, they also gave their financial advice. So watch the replay inside the app. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the next question. My slide is not working. Let's go. Wait. Woo! Okay, 8. What is the FIRE movement? So, as in fire movements, not fire, not the song, okay. Like fire movement, capital FIRE. It's an acronym actually, and it's a movement. So, does it stand for A, financial intelligence, retire early? B, is it financial independence, retire early? Or is it C, financial investments, retire early? So the choices are like very close to each other, but amongst
Just
the
to note, Eunice, I actually practice fire.
oh, so while waiting for them to like think about their answer, can you like give us a brief background
Yeah.
or definition
Fire
about fire movement?
changed the fire movement totally changed how I perceived money. Like I said, I didn't start really thinking about it until my mid 30s. And I happened to stumble upon like a YouTube video. I'm not kidding. And it's a whole movement. There's a philosophy around it. There are like steps that you can take, but a really easy step that can get you started that actually started one boy. So the normal hostess that you see, Vil, started
Yes.
her on her fire movement was the Bixie number, which we have in the app. So the Bixie number is actually a way for you to get your fire number. And it's the amount of money that you would need to have right now and save every week in order for you not to have to work again for the rest of your life. Because fire is not about, it's not about being a billionaire and doing whatever you want. It's about really asking yourself, like, do you plan to go to work every single day when you're 35, then 45, then 55, then 65? Like, is that your plan? Or do you see yourself more of like, oh, I'll be able to, like, at 50, while my health is still good, travel the world, do things. If the latter is your thinking, you're kind of part of the fire movement, whether or not you know it. So it's better to take action. So we actually have a lot of fire movement videos available inside of the app. So you can go and look in the learn to earn, and you actually earn tokens by watching. So you can learn about the fire movement. And then inside of the community, we have a channel for people who are interested in the fire movement. And in games, we have the Bixie number, which is your fire number. It's the really, really, it's like the most important number of your life, basically. It's the amount of money you need to save and earn in order to do whatever you want with the rest of your life. You want to travel the world, you want to become a musician, you want to become a poet, like whatever. You want to be free financially. So I it completely changed my life. It changed how I perceived like money. So I think it's really cool.
So, actually, since you mentioned about Bixie number, so it's a very, very good feature inside the app, and I don't think, as far as I'm existing in this world, no one has ever had that product inside the app. So, what's my number particularly is the name of the feature inside the app, wherein you get to calculate like the amount that you're earning and the age that you want to retire, and it will give you the answer like you should be earning this much for you to be able to retire at your target age.
Yeah.
So for me, honestly, I
It
I
changes.
haven't used it. Oh my gosh, because I'm so afraid of the truth.
No, because what happens, and I remember I've been with people when they've been like, with Vil, for example, we sat at the kitchen counter as she was doing it, and she was in shock. It's a little confronting when you realize, oh, I'm not on a path to living the life of my dreams at all. I need to make serious changes to my life. And it acts as a shock, but it's a necessary one. So you know what, Eunice?
Yeah.
There's you better do your number. It's scary, but it's also, you need
Yes.
to know it. Like, you need to know, you need the information. You need to know.
Yes, because if not now, when? So maybe after this live. Ooh! Okay, so much for the fire movement. I'm like, whoo, my nerves are whoo, okay. I'm so nervous. So let's
You're
proceed
on
to the
fire.
yes. So let's proceed to the ninth question. Okay, so what are the items to be mindful when looking to invest for gold that can be pawned later on? So this question is taken from one of our Big C Thursday talk. It entitled "You Are Gold." So A, buy at a reasonable price. Buy from trusted sources and check if the items have springs or metal mechanisms. So that's choice A. B, buy at cheap prices and sell when gold prices increase. And pick only those with precious stones and metals. So choice C, buy from anyone on the internet and compare and contrast each item. Ask from valid business permits from sellers. So I guess all of the answers here are correct, but it's like you can get a portion from each choice to like have your own definition on about being mindful on investing gold. So again, is it A, is it B, or is it C? What are the items to be mindful when looking to invest for gold that can be pawned later on? So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's proceed to the 10th question. Let's see if the 10th question is really the last question. Okay. So 10th question, what are the 5 C's to consider when investing in diamonds as discussed by our speaker Joanne? So things to consider when investing in diamonds, is it A, the color, clarity, the control number of every diamond, the commission, and the certification? So next choice is B. You have to consider the color, the clarity, the cut, the carat weight, and the certification. And for the last choice, letter C, You have to consider the color, the charm, the carrot, the close contact, and certification. Close contact. This is a unique like qualification in considering, like the diamonds that you have to invest in. Close contact. So when was the last time the diamond had a close contact? I don't know. So is it A, is it B, or is it C? So you have 5 seconds to think and to answer. Five, four, three, two, and one. So let's see if there's a bonus question. So for those who are not quite sure about their answers for the 10 questions, we have bonus questions. So, again, keyboard warriors, let's go. So, first bonus question. During our You Are Gold Live, what are the three BDO life products that millennials must have? Is it A, education, savings, health? B, is it death benefit insurance, property insurance, or education insurance? Or is it C, education, savings, or travel? So again, during our Your Gold Live, what are the three BDO life products that millennials must have? Is it A, education, savings, health? B, death benefit insurance, property insurance, education? Or is it C, education, savings, and travel? I think everyone is a must. Everything in here is a must-have, okay? But you have to consider only one of the choices. So, five, four, three, two, and one. Let's proceed to the second bonus question. So, what do we celebrate every 8th of March? Is it International Children's Day? I guess this is my day. Okay, or is it B, International Women's Day? Or C, Easter Sunday? So, what do we celebrate every 8th of March? Is it A, International Children's Day? Well, every day it's Children's Day. Or B, International Women's Day? Or C, Easter Sunday? So, five, four, three, two, one. This is very easy, okay? So, let's proceed to the last bonus question. So, what does RISE or RISE stand for? Is it
Ooh.
A, Restoration Investments for Small Enterprises? Or is it
Ooh.
B, Resilience Investments for SMEs that empower women? Or C, Resilience Investments supporting entrepreneurs? So, Mr. Solio, while our viewers or Big C ladies are choosing the best answer, can you please give us a recap about what RISE is? But don't
Sure.
mention what RISE stands for. Like,
I'll actually give you guys a better hint. Go to our website and the answer's there.
yeah. So all you have to
www.mybixie.com. So Rise was a project that we did in the Philippines where we supported female-owned, Pinay-owned micro and small, medium-sized enterprises. And we did this in collaboration with Catholic Relief Services. And so we pushed cash grants for these women's businesses and we paired them with business insurance. So they had MSME protection. So if anything happens to their business, they're covered. So it was a really amazing project. It really was super impactful. You had women who normally it would be very difficult for them to raise capital and then finance the business. And we were able to resolve those points all on the Bixie app. So that was really exciting. And we have more to come for that program.
Yes.
So for those of you who are interested, you business ladies, entrepreneurs, stay tuned because we do have a part 2 of that project coming up. And you can see how you can maybe be a part of it.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Mr. Salia. And is it, again, what does RISE stand for? A, B, or C? So screenshot that and you have to choose the correct answer. So I guess that's it for our quiz night and for the bonus question. So wait, I have to end my presentation. What is happening? Wait. Okay. So that's it for our pop quiz night this Thursday. And I would like to thank our CEO, Mr. Salia. Thank you. Yes.
No problem. I just want to
Okay.
give an overview of what they're
Yes.
looking to win.
Oh,
Eunice,
okay. I totally forgot to mention it. I am so sorry. Of
the
course, you are.
prizes.
Yes,
Why are you going to be answering all these questions?
yes, I am sorry. You are not here. You are here definitely for the prizes as well and to learn. You're not here not to win anything. So therefore, the winners are the top three who would have the fastest and the most accurate questions to be posted inside the app. So I have to post it here. So you will see it inside the community Bixie event section. You will get prizes first, official Bixie merchandise. And for the rest, you will get prizes from our partner stores inside the Bixie app, particularly the marketplace. So, what are you waiting for? Type those questions, and the fastest ones and the most number of correct answers to type will get the prizes from Bixie with our merchandise and from our partner stores. So,
So I just want
there.
to maybe specify that includes I mean, there's some pretty exciting prizes. So, as
Yes.
you know, if you visit the Bixie Bazaar inside of our app, we support female-owned businesses who are looking to sell their products. So we have some really cool things. We have some essential oils that will be given as prizes from Daily Roots and Joy in a Bottle. We have some, as Eunice mentioned, some Bixie merch, but we also have some art that's provided by Lilalo that will be available. And we also have, this is probably going to be the most coveted of all of the prizes, and that is a mystery pouch of clothes made by none other than influencer businesswoman extraordinaire Wear by Kim Santiago. So that's a really, really hot ticket item. So those are just some of the prizes that are all made by female-owned businesses that will be going to the top three winners. So what that means is, how do you get number one? You are the fastest person to submit your answers on community in live events inside of the community, inside of the app, and they're the most correct. The second winner is the second fastest with the most correct, and the third is the third fastest with the most correct. So whoever comes in first, second, and third, you win these amazing female created products.
There. So thank you very much, Ms. Rosalia, again. So you heard it from the CEO herself. The prizes are really something to look forward to and really something to win. Oh my goodness. So all you have to do is type in your answers to the questions inside the live events under this post. Just comment it there, okay? And our team, my team, we will be the ones to check who got the most number of correct answers in the shortest possible amount of time. So I guess yes, that's it for tonight. I am finally closing the night, and I would like to thank our CEO for gracing us with her time, Mr. Salia Gitao. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for this night, and stay tuned for next week. We will have famous guests like an influencer and a professional golfer. So just follow us on our social media channels on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on LinkedIn. So that's it for tonight. See you and thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.